Good evening. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem, performed by members of the SHS Chamber Choir under the direction of Mr. Michael Labamardo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Whose broad stripes and bright stars
through the perilous fight
o'er the ramparts we
were so gallantly streaming,
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, members of the school committee, Dr. Sawyer, Mr. Pizzidlo, faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. My name is Kunal Chauhan, and I've had the utmost honor of being Shrewsbury High School's Student Council President for the 2024 to 2025 school year. This fall, I will be attending Northeastern University to study cellular and molecular biology. As we gather here today for one last time, it's impossible not to look back. There is a weight to this moment, equal parts pride, nostalgia, and quiet anticipation for what comes next. We entered high school as freshmen, walking into a brand new building. For most of us, it was the first time in over a year that school finally felt complete again. Our 8th grade was split between half of us waking up to log on to our daily Zoom calls, and the other half having teachers constantly remind us to keep your mask over your nose. And so, Stepping into a new space, in person and together, felt like the beginning of something we had waited a long time for. But even in that new building, nothing felt quite the same. We had to learn our new schedules and then relearn a brand new waterfall schedule, how to somehow get 10-point days in gym class, and how to make it from the field house to the A300s without getting marked late for class. None of it came easy, but slowly we figured out how to do school again. And in doing so, we didn't just get through high school, we accomplished something meaningful. Every student receiving a diploma this evening has earned at least 105 credits, met the state core requirements, and yes, somehow managed to keep our attendance in check. But beyond the requirements, we have lived out the values that define Shrewsbury's portrait of a graduate. We've learned how to think critically, how to lead, how to engage with the world beyond ourselves, how to show resilience, how to embrace innovation, and how to find ways to collaborate and communicate even when it wasn't easy. So as we get ready to move on, not just from this building, but from the version of ourselves that we've grown into here, I invite you, class of 2025, to take a look around. Like, seriously, look at the people around you. Some of them might be your best friends, while some might seem like complete strangers. Regardless, every single one of them, in one way or another, has been a part of your story. They've filled the same hallways, stressed over the same exams, and made memories in the same classrooms. We have all been growing up alongside each other, even if we didn't realize it at the time. And so, as we stand at the edge of whatever comes next, perhaps the hardest part is saying goodbye to a place and to people that have meant so much. Like Winnie the Pooh once said, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." To the class of 2025, thank you for the memories, the resilience, and the spirit that you've brought to this school. It's been a privilege to represent you. Now, it is with great pride that I officially declare the opening of Shrewsbury High School's 147th graduation ceremony, honoring the class of 2025. Now, please join me in welcoming our class vice president, Ava Lynch.
Thank you, Kunal, for that kind introduction. I wish you the best in your future endeavors. My name is Ava Lynch, and I am the Vice President for the class of 2025. I will be attending the University of Michigan this fall to study chemical engineering. Good evening, faculty, staff, administration, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. I am honored to welcome you to this celebration. Tonight, we will recognize all of our achievements from the past 4 years and celebrate the future ahead. All of us sitting here today stepped into the school scared, nervous, excited, and wondering, how do we get to the 4th floor to find the pool? Spoiler alert, there was no pool. In other words, we were all in the same boat about being in a new environment, all of us unfamiliar with the high school experience. Through the years, we all found our way by getting involved in clubs, sports, and other activities that Shrewsbury has to offer. Along the way, our paths crossed and we all became classmates, teammates, and ultimately friends. Earlier this year, I made a new friend. It was gym class during everyone's favorite time, locker assignments. Just as I was about to go walk the track with my friends, my gym teacher stopped me to help a new student with their locker. The one caveat was that she only spoke French. Luckily for my friend, I had been taking French since the 6th grade back at Sherwood. With my very, very good French skills, I tried my best. I helped her find her locker and ended up talking with her for the rest of class. Although we did not have gym class in the 2nd semester, we are still friends to this day. As I look back on that experience, it taught me something important. Taking the risk to be kind and include someone can change lives in the smallest of ways. Class of 2025, as we venture into the next chapter of our lives, let's take that lesson with us. Let's not only focus on making our lives meaningful, but also the lives of others. We have the power to make our mark on the world, even in ways we do not fully realize. Find a way to leave an impact on everyone you meet, whether it's a random act of kindness or something that sparks a relationship. Right now, we are all focused on carving our paths for the future, but don't lose sight on your ability to enrich others' lives as well as your own. Be the reason to make someone smile. Be the reason to make someone feel seen. Be the reason to help others feel like they belong, because you will want to belong in your next chapter of life, no matter where that may be. To quote Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Good evening. My name is Connor Duffy, and I have had the utmost honor to serve as your class secretary for the past year. This fall, I will be attending the College of the Holy Cross to study economics. I would now like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Sawyer. Dr. Sawyer has held this title for the past 16 years, leading the school district with efficiency and abundant support. He possesses his strong leadership skills through his educational background. Dr. Sawyer received his undergraduate degree in American history from Princeton University. Then, he went on to earn his master's in educational administration from the University of Houston. Finally, he completed his education through obtaining his doctorate in educational administration from Boston College. Dr. Sawyer joined our school district in 1997. Before advancing to superintendent, he started off as assistant principal of Floral Street School, became principal of Floral, and then moved on to be principal of Oak Middle School. During his tenure as superintendent, he has been honored to play a part in the team and community efforts that have resulted in the award-winning construction of 2 new schools, Sherwood Middle School and Major Howard W. Beale School, securing better funding and fiscal stability for our educational program through successful override votes in 2014 and 2021. And most importantly, the many successes Shrewsbury students have had in academics, the arts, co-curricular teams and clubs, and athletics. He is particularly proud of our school's inclusive practices, focused on belonging for all students, that have resulted in Shrewsbury being named a unified champion school district by the Special Olympics. This year marks Dr. Sawyer's 28th year in our school district. We applaud him for his efforts in making Shrewsbury Public Schools an academically renowned district in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Students, families, faculty, and staff, please join me in welcoming Superintendent Dr. Sawyer.
Thank you, Connor, for that kind introduction. Members of the school committee, administrators, faculty, and staff, parents, family, and friends, and most importantly, soon-to-be graduates of the Shrewsbury High School class of 2025, it is my honor and privilege to address you this evening. As Connor mentioned, I've been serving our school district for about a decade longer than you've been alive, and so I've had the rare opportunity to witness your entire Shrewsbury Public Schools experience, from preschool to elementary to middle to high school. As both your superintendent and a parent of a class member, I did feel nostalgic when I viewed your class video at commemoration on Tuesday. And like all of your parents, I'm having a difficult time reconciling how your adorable kindergarten selves have morphed into the young women and men whom we honor this evening. It is my good fortune to have watched you grow up, and I could not be more proud of you. While it's true that I take pride in your many significant collective and individual accomplishments in the classroom, on the stage, in the studio, in the arena, and in our community, what matters most to me is your character. As you move on to the next phase of your life, my hope is that our schools, in partnership with your families, have provided you with a foundation on which you will build a good life. By good life, I do not mean one of ease and comfort, but rather one defined by your efforts to do good for and to be good to others. Your character is under constant construction. Every choice you make and every deed you perform become part of your identity, no matter how seemingly mundane or important they may seem. Like all construction projects, your life will go through phases. Tonight marks the end of one era, and I'm sure you're looking ahead to your next era with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. My advice is not to make this next phase your reputation era. It is all too human to worry about how others perceive you, especially when you are in a new environment when others don't yet know you. Instead, I suggest you work to make it your character era. As the great coach John Wooden advised, be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. Building your good life of character will require discipline, diligence, and courage. The discipline to focus on the right things, the diligence to do the work required to accomplish them, and the courage to act when doing the right thing is hard. As you know, doing the right thing is not always popular, and unfortunately, part of the human condition is that too often others will not follow the golden rule. The challenge is to do the right thing even when you're not being treated well. To paraphrase the English poet Rudyard Kipling's most famous work, If, which will likely show up on at least one of your graduation cards, sometimes others will blame you, doubt you, lie about you, or even hate you. Despite this, Kipling advises that you do what is hard, but what is honorable. To keep your head when others lose theirs and point fingers at you. Trust yourself when you are striving to do good. Refuse to deal in lies when others abandon the truth. And don't give way to hating even when others display that most vile emotion. These are challenging things to do, but they're within your power to choose. As the fictional school leader Albus Dumbledore advised Harry Potter about the dark and difficult times that lie ahead of him, we must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy. Members of the class of 2025, I hope you strive to do what is right, especially when it's not easy. Our community, our state, our nation, and our world need you to build truly good lives of character. In doing so, you'll make others' lives better, and in turn, earn for yourself the blessings that come from creating a meaningful life of purpose. Congratulations, class of 2025. May you lead the very best of lives.
Thank you, Dr. Sawyer, for everything you have done for us these past 4 years. My name is Julian Cho, and I will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst in the fall to study kinesiology. Our next speaker is class of 2025 graduate Sean O'Connor. Sean is an exceptionally talented and humble student who has consistently demonstrated a passion for languages and academic excellence. Sean plays violin and piano, performs in the Joy of Music program's Advanced String Quartet, and is a member of the Worcester Youth Symphony Orchestra. Outside the classroom, he tutors French with compassion and skill, and works at Southgate Senior Living Center. Sean is a natural leader, serving as the president of the French Language Honor Society and volunteering as a peer leader in a PE Foundations class. Sean plans to pursue at the University of Strasbourg in France, studying languages, literature, and civilizations. Please join me in welcoming our salutatorian, Sean O'Connor.
Thank you, Julian, for the kind introduction. Members of the school committee, Dr. Sawyer, distinguished administrators, faculty, and staff, families, friends, and my fellow members of the class of 2025. First off, congratulations to all you 400-something members of the class of 2025 for receiving your diplomas. You have worked so diligently for this over the last 13 years, and every guest here offers a proud testimony to your dedication and hard work. Now, I stand before you as your Valedictorian? I think that's how you pronounce it. No, sorry. Salutatorian. And I wish I had some great life story to tell, inspire, and perhaps give you some advice with. But in reality, the bravest thing I've ever done is get a shot at the doctor. I, like many of you, have spent most of my life around here, and that is pretty much the only life I'm familiar with, for now. The end of high school marks the end of a very structured life that all of us have become accustomed to. With that structure, likely goes our comfort too. And as you step into this new chapter of your life, whether that's college, a gap year, the military, entering the workforce, you are going to feel awkward or even anxious about what's coming next. That's totally normal. And my wish for you is that you not only passively accept this discomfort, but that you fully embrace it. You see, discomfort isn't just something to endure. It's where growth actually begins. Every time we step into a new situation, one that makes us uncomfortable, we stretch. And slowly we expand the limits of who we thought we were. Let me give you an example. At the beginning of this year, I was asked if I could do the Spirit Rally senior entrance with the Black History Committee. I had to dance in front of the whole school. I don't know how to dance. I have two left legs when I dance. But I thought, hey, why not? And so at that Spirit Rally, it was embarrassing, but I was hitting the quan like my life depended on it. Badly, yeah. I was practically swimming. But I had fun, and I would totally do it again. Most of you missed that part anyways because you were too busy waiting outside the gym, being comfortable, waiting to come in with everybody else. I don't blame you, though. That was the easy thing to do. Life is not supposed to be easy, though, and no one ever said it was. Life is full of unpredictability and surprises, and that's what makes it exciting. So I wish you uncertainty. I hope not only that your life is full of it, but that you actively put yourself in situations where you experience it. Now, the discomfort each one of us feels in different circumstances depends on who you are. As you heard from Julian's introduction of me, for me and my future, seeking discomfort looks like leaving everything and everyone I've ever known and moving across the ocean to France by myself. It would have been Abu Dhabi, but a 12-hour flight every time I want to come home isn't exactly my cup of tea. But that's pretty drastic, though. Perhaps for one of you, it is just branching out and talking to someone you've never spoken to before, stepping into their shoes and trying to see the world as they see it, especially when that person is different from you. For someone else, it might be standing up for something you believe in, not giving in to what those around you are saying. For another, it's asking out that person you've liked, even raising your hand in class. No matter how big or small, all these moments matter. They're signs that you're alive, you're learning, you're uncomfortable, but not settling. Will you stumble sometimes? Yes. Might you make a fool out of yourself? Oh, 100%. But you will learn something new and improve for the future. I promise you also that you will be able to look back and laugh at yourself, because laughing is good for you. Believe me, I know. You all voted me best laugh, by the way. Ha 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 ha. And the truth is, if you embarrass yourself, most people are too caught up with themselves to notice. So be different. Be the one person who makes himself uncomfortable. Seek that discomfort. Learn from it and grow from it. And no, I don't have all the answers. I'm still growing. I'm still terrified of needles and getting shots at the doctor. But I know this. If you're willing to seek discomfort, to take the risk, to say yes even when you're scared, then there's no limit to how far you'll go. I wish you all the best. Congratulations again, class of 2025. Now go make yourself uncomfortable.
Good evening. My name is Mayan Wing, and it has been my pleasure of serving as the marshal for the class of 2025 this year. In the fall, I will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst Eisenberg School of Management to study business. It is my honor to introduce this year's valedictorian, Fiona Wang. Fiona has been involved in our community through academics and co-curricular activities, leaving a great impact wherever she went. This year, she was a member of the Latin and English National Honor Society while also serving as the president of the Math National Honor Society. As co-president of the Girls Who Code Club, Fiona has shown herself to be a determined, passionate, and caring individual who is truly curious about the world around her. She always works hard at everything she does, and her unwavering dedication to our school community ensures that she will go on to accomplish many remarkable achievements in the future. Next year, she will be attending the University of California, Berkeley, majoring in chemical engineering. Please join me in welcoming Fiona Wang, our class of 2025 valedictorian.
Thank you, Mayan, for the kind introduction. Good evening, members of the school committee, administration, faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, my fellow classmates of the graduating class of 2025. I'm humbled to have the opportunity to speak to you tonight. Congratulations, we've made it. You all should be incredibly proud of yourselves. As we close up this chapter and set foot into the next one, I want to take a trip down memory lane and cover some of the lessons I, and many of you, have learned from our time here at SHS. Freshman year, we learned that we would get trampled in the hallways for stopping in the middle of Main Street, and that we should never, ever pour water into a grease fire. Sophomore year, we realized that if we didn't pass MCAS, we wouldn't graduate. Oh wait, I guess that's out the window. Junior year, we discovered just how terrifyingly close senior year was. And that brings us to right now, our senior year, the finale to our time here at SHS. I'm not certain what lies ahead. But I do know that as I reflect on our journey, I find myself constantly amazed by our class's uplifting spirit. Our class is one that does not overlook our wins, no matter how big or small. We've won the big things: robotics world championships, speech and debate national titles, sports tournaments, and national music and theater awards. But don't forget the small things, like snagging the last chocolate chip cookie in the lunch line, receiving only 3 tardies in a month, and successfully avoiding detention. or walking in and finding a sub on the day of a big test. We celebrate each and every victory. We've even proved that our class's determination and adaptability are truly unrivaled and second to none, except for that time we lost the class cup to the sophomores. While we might forget the equations we learned in math class, or how we're supposed to park in the yellow lines and not the white lines, we'll never forget the connections we made, the communities we embraced, or the simple ways we found joy. Now, here we are tonight on an extremely momentous occasion. Never in our lives have we had so many exciting and unforgettable events celebrating our achievements in the span of just 2 weeks. I'm not saying we shouldn't take the time to rejoice in celebration. But once the confetti settles and we return to our everyday lives, we might discover an alarming silence, an eerie feeling that we're not used to. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that real life seems disturbingly ordinary. That can be a scary thought, especially when we consider how grand and big our lives have been lately. Yet, when I look back at my time in high school and in life, I don't first think about the big moments, but the smaller, simpler things. I remember the sweet smell of cinnamon and butter coming from the B100s, the laugh my friends and I share after flat tiring each other in the hallways, the lingering scent of chlorine after a morning swim, or the taste of Madolka's ice cream on an early spring day, followed by my immediate regret because it was 34 degrees outside. It's weird how the moments that felt small and forgettable at the time are so memorable for me now. But because these are the instances that have defined my time here, I know that I will be able to find joy in the future by enjoying the small moments as I experience them and not just waiting for the big milestones to come. I know each and every one of you have bright futures ahead. During this time of transition, there is a lot of change to come. But not everything has to change. We can still continue to celebrate our victories. Whether you're pursuing further education, enlisting in the military, or exploring other career options, I encourage you to continue to find joy in your life. We cannot stop change, but we can always bring this special spirit that we carry here at SHS to our new environments. Although the journey ahead is uncertain, there is no doubt in my mind that we will all be able to spark joy in our lives by appreciating the simpler things in life and not just letting them pass us by. So, snag the last cookie, smell the chlorine or whatever your version of that might be, and celebrate each and every one of your wins. Class of 2025, it has been a pleasure, and I can't wait to see what all of you accomplish. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sanjala Jakati, and I am the class treasurer for the class of 2025. I will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst in the fall, and I will be studying biochemistry and minoring in Spanish and Portuguese. I'm so happy to be here today to introduce our school committee chair, Mrs. Erin Boucher. Mrs. Erin Boucher has served as an elected member of our school committee for the last 3 years. She has now been re-elected for her second term, and it will also be her first time serving as the school committee chair. Mrs. Boucher moved to Shrewsbury in 2012 and immediately became involved with her community. She was the president of Spring Street PTO and has been serving as a town meeting member since 2014. Mrs. Boucher attended the College of the Holy Cross and then Suffolk University for her law degree. She currently works as a civil litigation lawyer at Myrick O'Connell in Worcester. She lives with her husband and 2 daughters, one a recent SHS graduate, and the younger daughter is currently a sophomore here. Mrs. Boucher is an integral part of our Shrewsbury school community. Please join me in welcoming our chairperson of the Shrewsbury School Committee, Erin Boucher.
Thank you, Sanjala. I'd like to welcome our distinguished faculty, administration, staff, family members, friends, and most of all, our graduates of the class of 2025. On behalf of my colleagues on the Shrewsbury School Committee, Vice Chairperson Rachel Sharifapour, Secretary John Wensky, School Committee members Sandra Fritz and Rajesh Velagapudi, it is my honor to congratulate you on your graduation from Shrewsbury High School and to stand here before you tonight representing a community that is very proud of everything you have accomplished. Tonight marks a milestone in your lives, one that celebrates your hard work, perseverance, and growth. As you take your next steps, whether into college, the workforce, the military, or another path, I want to speak with you about something that defines not just great students, but great people, and has the power to shape your character and our world: service. When I first became involved in the PTO when my children were in elementary school, I was struck by the willingness of high school students to volunteer at our events. Parents with older children told me that the high school students always show up and lend a hand in a variety of ways. As my own children got older, I witnessed firsthand how showing up for others in the community is part of the fabric of an education in Shrewsbury. Service starts with simple acts: helping a classmate, checking in with an elderly neighbor, or writing a thank you note. It can be listening with compassion when someone is going through a tough time, or showing up when someone is depending on you. It means asking your friends and family members, "How can I help?" and being willing to act. These are acts of service that build strong connections and strong community. Service is about impact and the quiet decisions we make every day when we put others first. At commemoration, Mrs. Wynn shared that the word she gave your class to focus on this year was legacy. In the musical Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda writes, "Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see." This quote reminds us that our greatest contributions might not be the ones we get credit for. They may not make headlines or go viral. That, to me, is the true power of service. It's about giving without needing credit. It's helping without expecting recognition. It's choosing to make a difference even if you may never see the full result. It's believing that your small actions, your words, your kindness, your empathy can create ripples that reach far beyond what you can imagine, creating something positive that you may never witness but that others will benefit from. And you, the class of 2025, have already started planting those seeds. Students in this class have organized donation drives, tutored younger students, and volunteered and helped those in need throughout our community and beyond. You have supported your peers, extended kindness when it mattered most, and devoted your energy, skills, and your compassion to many worthy causes. All of these actions, both big and small, have created the generous spirit of this class and have had a positive impact on the culture of Shrewsbury High School and our larger community. Our world today needs this more than ever. You may become teachers, engineers, doctors, entrepreneurs, or artists. Whatever path you take, you will have endless opportunities to serve with your time, your talents, your voice, and your heart. In so doing, you will not only improve the lives of others, you will enrich your own. Tonight, as you graduate, may you carry the spirit of service with you. Continue to ask yourself, how can I serve? How will I make a difference in my community? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so very proud of you. Keep showing up, keep giving back, and keep planting those seeds. Go build your legacy, one act of service at a time. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Eileen Watson, and this coming fall, I will be studying finance at the University of Massachusetts, Boston.
Good evening, family and friends. My name is Jackson Hanley, and next year, I will be studying business at Worcester Polytechnic Institute.
Yeah, Jackson!
Class of 2025, congratulations. It is amazing that we are here today getting ready to receive our diplomas. But we didn't do it alone. I'd like to begin by giving thanks to the teachers, administrators, and faculty of Shrewsbury High School. Quite literally, we would not be here without you. Thank you for your role in shaping one of the most important chapters of our lives. I know I'm not alone when I say that many of us will leave this field holding at least one staff member dearly in our hearts for the impact they've had on us. Everywhere you look in this school, you'll find staff who go above and beyond, who create real connections with students. Whether it's the administrators attending every event they can, cheering us on from the stands, or applauding us in the auditorium, it's clear how much they care and how deeply invested they are in our growth. Our counselors have been our unsung heroes, keeping us together in times of stress and helping us plan our futures. Para-educators were personable and genuinely supported our role in the classroom. The office staff know students by name and offer warmth and familiarity in the busiest parts of our day. Coaches and the athletic director greet us with smiles, lift our spirits, and connect with us personally, often chatting about our goals for the future. Custodians don't just keep our spaces clean, they take time out of their day to talk with us, remember our names, and even offer a fist bump in the hallway. The lunch staff not only serve care, they serve food, asking how we're doing in class and checking in like family. The nurses show the utmost care, often knowing each of us who walks through their door, not just by our symptoms, but by our stories. And our teachers. They don't stop caring when the bell rings or when we move on from your class. One teacher, in particular, never stopped looking out for me. Because of him, I discovered passions I probably never would have found on my own. He believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, gave me confidence, and helped me realize I was capable of more than I thought. The Shrewsbury High School faculty instilled a mindset that pushed all of us to try new things, to get out of our comfort zone. It's what made us try out for a sports team, audition for the musical, take a different elective, and in doing so, we found new experiences, met new people, and built friendships we will always be grateful for. That kind of support will stay with us forever.
Good evening. I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2025. Each and every one of you has made sacrifices and pushed through challenges to be here today. You have proven to have the strength, passion, and heart to chase your dreams. We've all grown in ways we could not have imagined since we first entered the doors of Shrewsbury High School in our freshman year. Whether through friendships we built, challenges we overcame, or aspirations we decided to chase, each of us has become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Over the past 4 years, we have all had our own unique experiences. I can confidently say we have all faced hardships and difficulties, as well as triumphs and successes. In September of 2022, I faced my biggest hardship yet, the loss of my best friend, my mother. In my time of grief, I found myself disengaged and doing the bare minimum in all of my classes, which persisted throughout my sophomore year. I lost my love for learning, which once motivated me. I felt as though I had fallen behind my classmates and I had missed out on a crucial chapter of high school. It wasn't until my junior year that my mindset began to change. Through the support of the school faculty and staff, I regained my love for learning, and I began to look at the adversity I was facing as an opportunity to grow. In the classroom, my teachers created a community built on acceptance, encouragement, and hard work. I felt truly at home in school. My teachers helped me rediscover the intrinsic value of education within myself. They encouraged me to shape my own story and who I wanted to become. Through the help of the school faculty and staff, I've become the person I am today. I am forever grateful for the relationships that I have made with numerous faculty and staff members. My journey was not shaped by just teachers, but the whole school community, including coaches, school counselors, administration, adjustment counselors, and the lunch staff. From freshman year to senior year, I've learned from a faculty that truly cares about students, not just their grades, but their growth as individuals. I've learned that even through our challenges, there is always a path forward, and that leaning on our stellar faculty and staff was not a weakness, but a strength. They were not only a resource to us all, but a group of individuals who had our best interests at heart, and a family who genuinely wanted to see all of us succeed in life. To quote an African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. Shrewsbury Public Schools is part of the village that helped to raise me and all of us. At this time, whether you are sitting in the faculty section or in the audience sitting with your family members, we would like all faculty and staff of the Shrewsbury Public Schools to stand. Class of 2025, please stand and give a round of applause for our outstanding faculty and staff. Good job.
I now have the pleasure of introducing our principal, Mr. Todd Bazidlo. Mr. Bazidlo earned his undergraduate degree in history from Bridgewater State University and earned his master's degree in second education and administration at Providence College. He began serving as our principal in 2011 and has been a key figure in the Shrewsbury public school system for 20 years. This year, Mr. Bazidlo is celebrating his 30th year in education. Using his experience in community service, Mr. Bazidlo has brought many opportunities to our school and encourages collaboration amongst students. He is very friendly and approachable, and he has formed many great relationships with us, the class of 2025. Now, please join me in welcoming our principal, Mr. Todd Bazidlo.
Thanks, Ava. That was a great introduction. Good evening. I'm sure this ceremony has been, interrupt the helicopter here. I'm sure this ceremony has been a topic of conversation in your homes this week. And probably not about the ceremony itself, but more about the weather. I'm sure the questions were like, what are they, meaning me, going to do if it rains? Will they bring it inside? How will they fit everyone? Will they postpone it? If so, when? Too many people have parties and have travel plans. They just need to have it outside. Sound familiar? Well, I want to thank all of you, those that I saw at commemoration, families and guests and students, for your prayers and your wishes that we could hold our graduation outside tonight, and clearly they have been answered. So thank you. Tonight we're gathered here to celebrate the collective accomplishments of the class of 2025 and to close the book on our students' public education. Graduates, it's a time to be joyous and yet a time to be solemn. Joyous for what you accomplished and solemn as your time here comes to an end. I'm sure you will not miss being stuck in traffic on the hill, hustling to find that parking space, attempting to avoid being tardy, or the crush of humanity at the end of the A200s during passing periods. While we're preparing for tonight's graduation ceremony, I promise all of you that of the shortest speech. You all probably heard enough of me on Tuesday at commemoration about the history of Mechanics Hall, and today at rehearsal, and tonight about the history of our high school, started and founded in 1866, our 159th year of existence, our 147th commencement ceremony. Being a history teacher, it's hard not to share these facts with you and these traditions. I'll do my best to have the shortest speech, but don't count on it. You've accomplished a lot in your time here at SHS. Along the way, you've experienced both triumphs and challenges, many of which were shaped by the world around you. Some more personally by conflict. Conflict is never easy. It often stems from misunderstanding, miscommunication, assumptions generated from our brain and then translated into fear, anger, resentment, and too often amplified by social media, resulting in more conflict. Conflict can create intense feelings for all parties and leave everyone feeling angry, hurt, frustrated, or incredibly sad. So, as you step in the next chapter of your lives, I encourage you to meet conflict not with hostility, but with curiosity and compassion. This isn't easy. Every day we see how hard it is for the world to resolve its differences. But I believe you have the empathy, understanding, and strength to do better. Listen to others. Put yourself in their shoes. Seek understanding before judgment. Offer forgiveness even when it's hard. Because without forgiveness, we can't move forward. Our society faces more than its share of pain, but you have the power to ease that pain by treating others with dignity, listening with intent, responding with care. You can help people feel seen and heard. You, all of you, can be a force for peace and healing. As a class, you've experienced a lot of successes, and some of you have encountered incredible challenges. But really what has impressed me the most is how you've reacted to these events, the good and the bad, which speaks to your character and values. I've been supremely impressed by how many of you carried yourself when facing these challenges. Many of you have dug deep inside to find the strength to persevere. You believed in yourself. You never gave up. And your presence here tonight has shown that you have what it takes to be successful. I recently had the privilege of hearing retired Providence Judge Frank Caprio speak. He's a character. Judge Caprio shared his idea of success, and I want to share it with you tonight. And he said this: when the book is closed, we will be judged not by how much you earn, but how much you care. We'll be judged not by how much we have taken, but how much we have given. We will be judged by not the dreams we have made come true for ourselves, but the dreams we have made come true for others. And lastly, we'll be judged by hope. The hope we inspire in the hopeless, in the difference we make in the lives we touch. That is a definition of success. So, class of 2025, as you go forward, I hope you find joy and purpose not in your own lives, but helping others find the same. The world needs your compassion, your courage, and your heart. Go out and make a difference. Congratulations. It's an honor for me to serve as principal of this remarkable learning community and be able to work with an outstanding student body, a distinguished faculty, and a community that supports and values its educators. I want to say thank you for that. So, Dr. Sawyer, members of the school committee, parents, teachers, staff, guests, members of the Shrewsbury community, it is my duty and privilege on this 29th day of May 2025 to certify that all these young people gathered here this evening have successfully completed the course of studies and successfully completed all requirements established by the State Board of Education and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and should hereby be awarded their Shrewsbury High School diploma so they may assume their role as capable, caring, active contributors to the world in which they live. Congratulations, class 2025.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pranav Krishnan, and I have the honor of being joined to stand before you with Rajit Naik and Nuha Salam to present to you the class of 2025. At this time, I ask that the first row please rise. Julian Ku Cho. Ava Grace Lynch. Sanjula Jakati. Connor Christopher Duffy. Mayan Nguyen. Kunal Pratap Singh Chauhan. Fiona Jung Chu Wang. Sean Salvador O'Connor. Jackson Charles Hanley. Eileen Wangoy Watson. Lila Christine Abdi. Adam Ihab Ibrahim Abutaleb. Hamza Ahmed Adam. Teddy Ayazi. Samaya Al-Kayal. Hamza Al-Sayed Hassan. Nurhan Abdul Nasser Lufta Al-Dulami. Hasif Hassan Al-Majidi. John Jasper Alderman. Kevin Michael Boren Alperson. Teus Oliveira Alves. Stacy and Lori Amazon. Maitanya Anacassis. Matthews Moraes Arago. Julia Almeida Arantes. Priyanshu Arora. Raj Aryan. Chris Elias Asar Boafo. Aditi Ashok Kumar. Cassidy Rose Astorino. Mariam Awan. Burhanuddin Mufadil Ayubali. Cole William Azzaroni. Ananya Baduadagi. Sana Beg. Jaden Singh Baines. Gustavo de Oliveira Barbosa. Patrick Viana Barbosa. Wanderlin Gomes Barreto. Emily Montero Barros. Tyler Anthony Beatrice. Eleanor Elizabeth Beers. Bia Pava Bargamo. Jack Glenn Berry. Saina Gautam Buva. Irfan Biswas. Corey Ann Blades. Lauren Elise Babolia. Abigail Grace Bonham. Melissa Maya Borges. Gianna Lene Boyers. Natalia Maria Branca. Ellie Ann Britcher. Jeremy Richard Brinkman. Raylan Joy Broder. Trinity Elizabeth Brown. Naseem Mohammed Basharat. Lauren Elizabeth Kammerer. Robert Cole Kammerer. Mia Lee Carl. Charles Bruce Carlson. Bryson Todd Carroll. Adriana Braden Carvalho. Luis Felipe Carvalho. Joshua Alfred Costello. Cameron Elizabeth Cazares. Anthony D'Souza Siciliano. Rishav Chatterjee. Malik Mohammed Shaheda. Mei-Ling Cheng. Mei-Sing Cheng. Arpan Kaur Chabra. Sonia Toral Chibber. Ishan Chopra. Suner Nia Chopra. Jack Aiden Christopher. Cara Sierra Nacorde Claudia. Rennie June Combs. Benjamin Thomas Costa. Daniele Mendes Duarte Costa. Richard Frary Costa. Hillary Mary Creamer. Noah Jonathan Chonk. Emma Lena Dalia. Angelica Faith Dacey. Lauren Elizabeth Dacey. Adrishma Dahal. Finnegan Michael Daly. Tierney Elizabeth Daly. Grant Isaac Davidson Linton. Isabelle Vittoria Ramos de Souza. João Victor Pereira de Souza. Pedro Enrique Pereira de Souza. Maite Freitas de Souza. Heike Frita de Souza. Anna Mary Di Maria. Luana Rodriguez Dutra de Mora. Helen Constance Dems. Omkar Yogesh Diochke. Gabriel Mendes de Oliveira. Matthias Mammon Desai. Ishani Deshpande. Brian Oliveira Diaz. Gustavo Diaz. Priscilla Candido Rivera Diaz. Lily Jean Dickinson. Sasha Lee Diorio. Brady Dean Dipolato. Adi Gaurav Dikshit. Ava Sophia Dooley. Liam Michael Duffy. Jarrett William Ellis. John Odom N. Sally Sabah Atmayesh. Gino Demetrius Evangelos. Umnia Harit Fahem. Nadia Znai Fan. Anna Fandy. Ethan Patrick Feldman. Jonathan Jin Ferguson. Juliana Kylie Figueroa. Reagan Murphy Flynn. Kaylee Lynn Foote. Joshua Lucas Ford. Aiden Thomas Foy. Jessica Sophia Franklin. David Cavalcanti Freitas. Dylan Jeffrey Fuller. Adele Isabella Fusilov. Kaylee Brianne Gale. Anna Gao. Grace Ellen Garbarino. Aiden Cornell Gardner. Sophia Vasiliki Gardula. Lasia Guttu. Nathan Silva Gazelle. Alexander John George. Darius Handel Gibbons.
Yuvraj Singh Gill. Carlinda Ray Gingras. Cole Jackson Gingras. Mia Elizabeth Goldsmith. Kayla Pereira Gomes. Mariona Fraga Gomes. Matthew David Gomes. Sebastian Gramacho Lima Gomes. Rohana Siddhi Gautam. Miriam Noel Griffith. Anthony Joseph Guarini. Christopher Patrick Guerin. Joseph Dante Godotti. Owen Matthew Gunnett. Ashi Gupta. Sarah Hajo. Aloe Douglas Syme Hall. Oscar James Syme Hall. Luke Ryder Hansen. Julia Anna Harrison. Sarah Isabel Harney. Luke Thomas Harrington. Ryan Webb Harvey. Sierra K. Hassard. Theodore Byron Hendricks. Jessica Brianna Estrada Herrera. Carly Marie Heskey. Angela Rose Hickson. Summer Singh Herkawal. Austin Kenneth Hopping. Kaylee Rose Horton. Kiara Ann Horton. Harrison Charles Howard. Theodore Elmer Herskosi. Farhan Hussain. Mehreen Hussain. Ryan George Iaglo. Cindy Daniela Interiano Amaya. Mark John Ishkanyan. Alan Jacob Mammon. Diego Andres Jacobo Ruiz. Tanish Jane. Matthew Andrew Janisek. Nisarga Jarali. Taylor Cynthia Jarvie. Ola Halim Jawad. Lauren Allison Jesnak. Amber Marie Giuliano. Aisha Kashif. Sampath Katnalu. Rishab Katoch. Stephen Robert K. Ryan Christopher Keddy. Reagan June Kelly. Elizabeth Rose Kennedy. Macy Elizabeth Kent. Sarah Omer Khan. Maya Mwendwa Karayathe. Noah Mason Kobach. Josh Kotadia. Abhishek Krishna Kumar. Agilan Verdhan Kumar. Aiden Charles Kunch. Kiara Saray Lacroix. Maria Sophia Ladry. Anusha Laha. Rachel Likingbaum. Sanjin Lakala. John Lamb. Vincent Tu Lamb. Julia Therese Lamoth. Emery Langa. Perla Nicole Lay Melendez. Vivian Phuongvi Lay. Ethan William Lepore. Dexter Andrew Domingo Lero. Caroline Feitosa Lima. Catherine Ray Lincoln. Hayden Nicole Lindsay. Rachel Ann Lineman. Sydney Anna Little. Audrey Ritong Liu. George Liu. Ava Rose Loconsolo. Andrew Rogan Lombardo. Spencer Thomas McLaughlin. Brian Batista Loro. Dylan Joel Lowy. Andre Luki Martins da Costa. Anthony Lei Luong. Brendan Michael Lianis. Lucas Franca Maciel. Rohan Madhukar. Aniket Mahesh. Shafali Mahesh Guru. Anika Mamidala. Riley Rose Manchester. Drew Elizabeth Manzi. Reese McCann Marcello. Elizabeth Rose Marine. Fallon Brooke Jean Marsh. Benjamin Douglas Marshall. Angel Javriel Martinez. Niara Marwa. Joshua Ryan Mastromedo. Isabella Matos Macedo. Mahi Matu. Matthew John McDonough. Landon Patrick McKeon. Emma Marie McLaughlin. Adriana Lucia McNamara. Nathan Carey McCade. Eloisa Louise Menassi. Lana Elizabeth Maroli. Rebecca Ann Meyer. Lila Riel Misha. Andrew Paul Milani. Taisha Milord. Yana Mitros. Patrick Ryan Mitsis. Niket Miyala. Sajid Muhammad. Yelimar Montañez Ayala. Glenn Eric Morris. Harshit Gode Mathkuri. Abigail Najeri Mugo. Joanne Mui. Adam James Munch.
David Walter Munch. Amal Myra Nadav. Laiba Najib. Ansh Shripad Nandarbarkar. Akhil Rao Narahari. Nathaniel Paul Nardella. Ariana Rose Natal. Adam Levi Nativ. Vaishali Navanithan. Aisha Naveed. Tanushree Chaudhry Nikanthi. Emily Joan Nelson. Gustavo Nieves Cavalcanti. Jolie Cadvi Nguyen. Eliza Maeve Nickerson. Andrew Lucas Nieto. Ayur Prashant Nikadai. Neha Reddy Nima. Noah Cantor Neer. Naomi Camillus Jerry. Jennifer Wong Notcher. Joseph David Noli. Huzaifa Khalid Noor. Arzo Nouri. Saeed Nurwais. Margarita Dauka. Peter Timothy O'Donnell. Denzel Otre Apia. Bernardo Pereira Oliveira. Carlos Daniel Alves Oliveira. Lucas da Silva Oliveira. Jesse Quabena Osafo. Marissa Jane Ostreicher. David Kojo Ouso. Abigail Hayes Pacey. Jasman Padam. Pranay Pandey. Prasoon Pandey. Lagnajit Panigrahi. Brandon Hanville Park. Benjamin Lee Parsegian. Manasa Rathna Parvathaneni. Tyra Patel. Hardika Haran Kumar Patel. Aditi Pathak. Sanat Patki. Christian Skylar Pemberton. Saiti Penmatsa. Sophia Luisa Petruzziello. Corey Coy Fan. Sloan Allison Pierce. Sanjana Avinash Pillay. Jefferson Omar Pineda. Grant Ryan Plord. William Richard Prince. Felipe Antonio Vaz Pugas. Emmy Elena Pirro. Gavin Dominic Kinlan. Benjamin Matthew Quintero Johnson. Matthew Sergio Raffi. Suprab Rana. Ali Rauf. Mohammed Rauf. Salissa Theone Ayla Rushchuk. Tejpravan Ravi Kumar. Sean Xavier Reardon. Martin Samuel Reeve. Kezia Isabel Ribeiro. Nathaniel Robert Robinson. Giovanna Marie Rocco. Aaliyah Isabella Rodriguez. Mikel Alex Rosa. Nicole Barrett Rosselo. Florangel Rosso. Abigail Reno Roxo. Hannah Sophie Rubin. Chloe Elizabeth Raydelic. Jackson Ronald Sabatasso. Giovanna Maria Solis. Sean Michael Salt. Tyler Franca Santiago. Vedant Saranath. Josephine Stewart Sawyer. Eric Lucas Saxilva. Nadia Milagros Schultz. Shreya Silvakumar. Thomas Henry Sr. Neva Sethi. Alina Sheikh. Navya Sharma. Alex Reed Shaw. Somya Sandeep Shelki. Jason Mina Shanuda. Samai Sherry. Derek Corey Scheimer. Arya Shinoj. Amna Sardar Siddiqui. Emily Dora Simpson. Mateus de Jesus Silva. Arnav Singh. Avni Tejpal Singh. Agnay Sinha. Shriya Sivaramakrishnan. Noel Skylar Sowden. Savvy Grace Spitzer. Ella Rose St. Pierre. Kirsten Rebecca Stiles. Evan John Stoschel. Caroline Keegan Strickland. Andrew Kevin Stum. Nitya Sudarshan. Shreya Sudarshan. Matthew Arno Singarian. Abhishek Suresh. Srivatsan Suresh. Varsha Swaminathan. Carla Tadifang Mumbiela. Liliana May Taubinger. Gretchen Elspeth Telford. Anastasia Tarova. Kevin Verghese Tharakan. Ashley Rose Tebow. Grant Washington Dwight Thomas. Christian Stephen Thorin. Didipya Tadakura. Sierra Mia Telkuchi. Braden James Tonelli. Karina May Toomey. Andrew Torres. Owen Michael Trombley. Anastasia Situk. Kaveen Udaya Prakash. Caitlin Carol Umili. Xavier Luis Valles. Sanvika Vangara. Varnika Vangara. Asmita Vasu. Samhita Gururaj Virshetty. Alessia Vega Canisa. Advith Bhaskar Valamakani. Dia Vijaya Kumar. Giuseppe Villani. Kerules Antar Wahib. Erin Joanne Walker. Griffin James Russell Walsh. Anna Fang Wang. Barry Yang Wang. Yoshi Hope Watanabe. James Patrick Weeper. Alexandra Kate Welch. Dahlia Emma Welland. Alexis Lynn Walkenfuss. Isaac Paul Wolfus. Aditya Yadav. Harris Hadel Yang. Aiden Hansen Zahir. Logan Zhao. Tiffany Nyawira Ziardi. Justice Lee Zukowski. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2025.
Good evening, everyone. As we gather together today, one last time as a cohesive class, we are all confronted with the same dilemma, the uncertainty of the future. Although we may have a plan, it is nothing like knowing exactly what the next year will bring under the safety net of Shrewsbury Public Schools. In the past, when I have faced uncertainty in life, I have relied on one person to help me find peace amidst the unknown: my grandfather. My grandfather, Bill O'Connor, is a well-respectable man. He is a retired firefighter, father of 4, and a known and loved resident of Lexington, Massachusetts. But along with being honorable, he has insurmountable wisdom. My grandpa often quotes the song lyrics, "There's a great big beautiful tomorrow." He offers me reassurance that even in the most uncomfortable of days, there is the promise of the sun rising again and hope for a brighter tomorrow. The song, "There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow," was written by the Sherman Brothers in 1964. The song was composed as the theme for Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Over the decades, enhancing the way people live their lives. It is true technological reinforces the idea that hard work and positivity lead to a better world. For our graduating class, it is now our duty to go out into the world, despite all of the uncertainty, and be part of the change and transformative progress. With the foundation of our Shrewsbury High School education, if we apply a sprinkle of hope and optimism, we have everything we need to create a brighter future. We might not know exactly what is to come, but what we can know is that we're moving in the right direction. And so, class of 2025, it's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Congratulations.
Class of 2025, you may now turn your tassel to the left side. We may now process out. Cue the music.
Mm-hmm.